What is happening, fight fans, and welcome back to the Roger Report, where we bring you the pulse of everything happening in the world of combat sports and beyond. The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and if you blink, you might miss the biggest stories. We've got updates that will keep you on the edge of your seat, breaking down the narratives that everyone will be talking about. From behind-the-scenes drama to public declarations, we're diving deep into the stories that matter. Get ready, because we've got some massive news dropping today that you absolutely do not want to miss. Let's get straight into it. First up, a legendary figure in the sport is opening up about how a massive rival may have cost him a highly anticipated coaching showdown. We're talking about a situation that could have dramatically altered career trajectories, and the details are absolutely wild. Did you see this coming? Then, we're shifting gears to one of the sport's brightest current stars. He's reflecting on the influence of a fellow icon and admitting that trying to emulate that persona led him down a difficult path. What happens when you try to be someone you're not in the spotlight? We've got the inside scoop. Next, in a display that's turning heads, a prominent couple is showing a united front amidst recent controversies. They're proving that their bond is stronger than ever, with public displays of affection that speak volumes. We'll break down what this means in the face of recent headlines. And finally, we're circling back to that same rising star, as he offers even more candid insights into his career journey. He's revealing the fine line between authentic charisma and manufactured hype, and what it truly takes to become a superstar. What lessons can be learned from his experience? Stick around, because you won't want to miss any of these incredible updates. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's get this show on the road. A rival's shadow, Ferguson's missed opportunity. In a candid revelation that's set to reignite old fires, legendary lightweight contender Tony Ferguson has detailed how a significant figure in the sport, none other than Conor McGregor, allegedly derailed a golden opportunity for Ferguson to coach the Ultimate Fighter opposite his arch-rival, Khabib Nurmagomedov. This potential coaching stint was more than just a television gig. For Ferguson, it represented another chance to engage with Nurmagomedov, a fighter he was famously booked to face on 5 separate occasions, only for the bouts to fall through each time due to various circumstances, fueling one of the most intense rivalries in MMA history without ever a single punch being thrown between them. Ferguson, who is currently preparing for his own boxing match against Salt Papi this weekend, shared these explosive details in a recent interview. He explained that back in 2023, he and his team had actively pursued the coaching role on TUF against Nurmagomedov. According to Ferguson, they had already secured signed agreements with the UFC and his management team, indicating that the wheels were in motion for this highly anticipated matchup. However, the landscape shifted when Conor McGregor stepped in to coach the season, paired opposite Michael Chandler. Ferguson alleges that McGregor's booking effectively closed the door on his chance to coach against Khabib. "I was trying to get Khabib Nurmagomedov," Ferguson stated, recounting his efforts. "I said to my wife, we're going to take these fights, and what we're going to do is put some film out there so that way, Khabib takes the bait. He's going to want to take the bait." Ferguson elaborated that he believed the UFC brass might have swayed the decision, especially considering McGregor's status as a former 2-division champion and a massive draw. He also touched upon the broader dynamic of his rivalry with both McGregor and Nurmagomedov, suggesting that both fighters and their teams were perhaps fortunate that their paths never officially crossed in the octagon during his prime. Ferguson believes he possessed intel on their training camps that would have made a fight against him particularly daunting, implying that McGregor and his team were aware of this and potentially steered clear. This latest insight from Ferguson adds another layer to the complex history between these prominent fighters, leaving fans to ponder the what-ifs of a potential TUF season that never materialized. Fans and analysts are buzzing about this revelation, with many speculating on how different the sport's narrative might be if Ferguson had indeed coached against Nurmagomedov. The idea of seeing these two intense personalities clash in a coaching role, followed by potential matchups, has long been a fantasy for many. But don't go anywhere, because the echoes of past rivalries lead us to a current star reflecting on his own journey. Next up, we're diving into what happens when a rising fighter tries to capture the magic of an icon. Lost in translation, O'Malley on emulating McGregor. Sean O'Malley, the current UFC bantamweight champion, has recently offered a remarkably candid assessment of his own career trajectory, admitting that his attempt to emulate the persona and marketing genius of Conor McGregor led him astray. O'Malley, known for his flashy style and knockout power, rose to prominence in the UFC, eventually capturing the bantamweight title. During his ascent, comparisons to McGregor were frequent, fueled by his engaging personality and his ability to generate buzz. While initially flattering, O'Malley now reveals that this pursuit of emulating McGregor became a significant distraction, causing him to lose touch with his authentic self. Speaking on the podcast Between Rounds, O'Malley elaborated on the allure of McGregor's confidence and his pre-fight predictions. The way Conor McGregor carried himself into fights, the confidence to say what he thought was going to happen, "I'm going to knock this dude out in round 2, I got a lot out of that," O'Malley stated. "I was like, okay, I can be confident like that. I feel like I got lost almost in a sense where I wanted to be like Conor too much instead of being like myself." This introspection highlights a critical challenge faced by many rising stars in combat sports: the balance between authenticity and the performative aspects required to become a major draw. O'Malley emphasized that while the entertainment value is crucial for superstardom, fighters must first ground themselves in their genuine identity. He noted that there's no definitive blueprint for achieving superstardom, and the process often involves navigating this delicate balance without external guidance. The danger, as O'Malley experienced, is that in trying too hard to replicate someone else's formula for success, one can stifle their own unique charisma and connection with the audience. Furthermore, O'Malley extended this reflection to his rivalry with Merab Dvalishvili. He admitted that the animosity and hype surrounding their fights, particularly their championship bout at UFC 306 notch, was largely manufactured on his part. He felt pressured to create a compelling narrative, especially for a high-profile event, and attempted to force a McGregor-esque rivalry. "I didn't feel like Merab was a big name. I had to force it," O'Malley confessed. "It was at the Sphere. I felt like I had to create something, and I didn't like how that made me feel because I didn't hate Merab." This admission underscores his realization that forcing a persona or a rivalry, rather than letting it develop organically, can be detrimental to both the fighter's mindset and the authenticity of the product presented to the fans. The candid nature of O'Malley's comments has resonated with many in the MMA community, who appreciate his honesty about the pressures of stardom and the importance of staying true to oneself. His journey serves as a cautionary tale about the potential pitfalls of idol worship in the cutthroat world of professional fighting. His reflections on authenticity are powerful, but sometimes public life brings its own set of very public displays. Now, let's look at how one prominent couple is navigating the spotlight amidst recent challenges. Amalfi Coast affection, McGregor and Devlin's united front. In a picturesque display of unity and affection, Conor McGregor and his long-term partner Devlin were recently photographed sharing a romantic dinner on Italy's stunning Amalfi Coast. This public display of togetherness comes at a time when McGregor has been navigating a series of controversies, including allegations of infidelity and accusations of sexual harassment. The couple, seemingly unfazed by the recent headlines, packed on the public displays of affection, showcasing a strong front to onlookers and their social media followers. The MMA superstar, 37, and Devlin, 38, were spotted at the renowned Sal di Riso restaurant in Minori. Eyewitness accounts and subsequent photos captured McGregor holding Devlin's face before pulling her in for a kiss over their dinner table. The intimate moment was shared amidst other diners, underscoring their apparent defiance of any external pressures or criticisms. Devlin looked radiant in a white lemon print Dolce & Gabbana mini dress, her blonde hair styled in a chic updo, while McGregor sported a cream lace shirt and shorts, embodying his characteristic flair. This appearance follows a period of intense scrutiny for McGregor. Just last month, he was photographed kissing a mystery woman on a beach in Florida. Around the same time, rapper Azealia Banks accused him of sexual harassment, claiming he had sent her unsolicited nude images via Instagram. Adding to the recent challenges, McGregor's appeal against a civil ruling that found him liable for sexually assaulting a woman in 2018 was dismissed by Ireland's Court of Appeal. The initial civil trial concluded in November 2024, with a jury finding McGregor liable for assault and awarding the plaintiff, Nikita Hand, €248,000 in damages. Hand has since initiated further legal action, alleging malicious abuse of court processes. Despite these significant legal and personal challenges, McGregor and Devlin appear to be presenting a united front. This isn't the first time Devlin has publicly supported McGregor amidst controversy. She was a constant presence by his side during his previous sexual assault court case in 2024. At that time, she defended him on Instagram, stating, "Conor and I dealt with these issues privately many years ago, as should be done in a relationship, and we have come out stronger than ever. We have 4 beautiful children now whose smiling faces and happy hearts are a testament to who he is and who we are." The couple's holiday on the Amalfi Coast, which also included celebrations for McGregor's 37th birthday, seems to be a deliberate effort to project an image of resilience and enduring partnership. Social media posts from both McGregor and Devlin have featured moments of affection and family time, reinforcing their bond. The striking contrast between these serene holiday moments and the ongoing controversies highlights the complex public image McGregor maintains, blending athletic prowess with a tumultuous personal life. While this couple faces the public eye together, another fighter is still unpacking the lessons learned from chasing a similar spotlight. Coming up next, we hear more directly from Sean O'Malley about the fine line between charisma and manufactured hype. O'Malley's blueprint: authenticity over imitation. Sean O'Malley, the reigning UFC bantamweight champion, is offering a profound look into the pressures of modern stardom, candidly admitting that his attempt to replicate the iconic persona of Conor McGregor nearly derailed his own authentic journey. In a series of interviews, O'Malley has spoken about how he initially idolized McGregor's confident demeanor and his uncanny ability to predict fight outcomes, seeing it as a key to unlocking superstardom. However, this emulation led him to feel lost, as he prioritized mirroring McGregor's style over cultivating his own unique brand and voice. O'Malley's reflections stem from his experiences navigating the UFC's promotional landscape. He explained that the drive to become a major star involves more than just fighting prowess. It requires a compelling personality and the ability to engage fans. McGregor, as the blueprint for many, exemplified this, famously predicting knockouts and backing them up with electrifying performances, like his 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo and his historic dual champion victory over Eddie Alvarez. O'Malley initially sought to harness this same energy, believing it was the path to greatness. "I feel like I got lost almost in a sense where I wanted to be like Conor too much instead of being like myself," O'Malley confessed. This realization became particularly acute during the build-up to his bantamweight title defenses, especially against Merab Dvalishvili. O'Malley admitted that he felt compelled to manufacture animosity and hype for their fights, believing it was necessary to elevate the contest, particularly for a major event like UFC 306. "I didn't feel like Merab was a big name. I had to force it," he stated, expressing regret over the artificiality of the rivalry. "I didn't like how that made me feel because I didn't hate Merab." The consequences of this forced approach were evident in his performances. O'Malley lost his bantamweight title to Dvalishvili and subsequently failed to reclaim it in an immediate rematch. He attributes these setbacks, in part, to the internal conflict and lack of authenticity that arose from trying to be someone he wasn't. O'Malley stressed the importance of finding a balance, where a fighter's genuine personality is the foundation, and the entertainment aspects are built upon that authenticity rather than being superimposed. "You gotta be yourself, and then you can add on to that a little bit," O'Malley advised. "Yeah, finding that balance. There's not someone there to teach you. There's not a book." His candidness serves as a valuable lesson for aspiring fighters and public figures alike, emphasizing that true lasting success comes from embracing one's own identity rather than chasing the shadow of another. as O'Malley looks to rebuild his career. His commitment to authenticity will be key to his future success in the highly competitive world of mixed martial arts. These deep dives offer incredible insights, but we're not done yet. Get ready for a rapid-fire recap of all the day's top stories. And that's a wrap on today's explosive updates. We heard from Tony Ferguson about how Conor McGregor might have blocked his path to coaching against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Sean O'Malley opened up about losing himself while trying to emulate Conor McGregor, and then we saw McGregor and Devlin putting on a united front amidst controversy in Italy. Finally, O'Malley shared more on finding his authentic self in the spotlight. Don't miss out on any of the action. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time on the Roger Report.